Hey guys, what's up? Chip here. Welcome to the Chatterbot Newsletter Podcast Radio Series. I'm your host, Chip Smith from Australia. We put apps and dapps, we set them in the blockchain, and we spread out across the Chatterverse or the interwebs, and we look for predictive linguistics and to predict certain events before they happen or occur. We've been very accurate. Thank you again for your very kind words. A couple of podcasts back, we released, basically my success, how I created a multi-million-dollar business, investments, and basically transform myself from being broke to a millionaire. And there was a lot of good feedback. A lot of people were helped with that. You have to realize that in this world, that you are basically a spiritual being. You're having you're not just in a meat suit. You're having a spiritual experience, and there's a lot of things happening. We have a lot of predictive linguistics saying the queen, if you see her becoming more unhealthy and unstable, it's going to lead to her death. And that's pretty good because, there's a lot of people that are under the Commonwealth. There's a lot of people in nations, the Five Eyes, that have had, major lockdowns. I mean, these people are sick and tired of the lockdowns. Canada, Australia here, and also many Commonwealth countries throughout the world. And, I do believe that this is going to be a big event, the Queen dying, and a lot of people are going to be talking about it. Those who are awake will know that it's a good thing. Those who are not awake will probably be crying because she's died. So it is a good thing. A lot of these royals are being removed. I won't go too much into it, but a lot of my clients know and understand that there are lots of things happening in the background. We have taken, some of the banks' plans. We're using them against the banks. I don't want to talk too much about it, but just have a look at the banks, what's happening to your banks, in your local area. I'm guessing if you're listening to this and it's getting close to 2022, a lot of these banks are, their opening hours are becoming less and less. Excuse me. And there's lots of things happening in the background. So there's going to be a new financial system coming, whether people like it or not. I'm not telling anyone to take their money out of the banks. It's going to be a lot of big changes coming. Your money is okay there, but you just have to be a little bit careful. Myself personally, I sprinkle my funds and investments across all avenues in case something does happen. But there's a lot of things that are circumnavigating the financial world, and we saw all this happening many years ago. A lot of my friends, a lot of my family laughed. They said, this is crap, and they're still at their 9-to-5 job. I'm basically here. I don't even have to work. So I just do this for the love and the passion. I love to help people, and it's just something I've always wanted to do. I've put myself in that situation, and it really is key. Like going back to the podcast we released, don't give two shits about what people are saying to you, what they're saying behind your back. Just follow your dreams. If you have a passion and you think you can turn your passion into profits or into a full-time income, go for it. I've done it myself several times over. I've been very successful. My only tip is, if you're earning any significant income or any income, always set aside 20 to 25% of the income and invest. It doesn't matter where you're investing. I just chose to be putting my money in certain assets, which are including the high value and the high risky asset, which is crypto, which is a high risk, high reward thing. But we're using blockchain to predict prices and events and certain things happening. I've already talked a lot about this, and with the run up of inflation right now, it's basically only going to give more power behind the crypto tidal wave that I believe is coming. So I've been very blessed. I'm very grateful that some of the coins we've been talking about have not only survived but thrived. There's a lot of rug pulls happening. There's a lot of crypto coins that are going to zero this month. There's a lot of scams like I think it's the squid thing or something, some game kids were going on about, and their parents were worried. So that coin, people were putting life savings into that coin. It was going to zero. There's a lot of things, guys, that you have to really be careful of and use discernment. As with anything, I still believe that, if you're going to invest any of your money, you have to keep that safe. You have to keep that basically on the fine line of, you're using that money to make more money. But I do believe that people that don't take risks are not going to get any rewards. So there's a lot of things that we could talk about, but the inflation thing right now, as you know, some of these big banks were saying, oh, inflation is transitory, it's just a start, don't worry. Well, as you know, if you listen to the banks, who are always wrong, not sometimes, those people that listen to that are now starting to feel the pinch at the shops, at the supermarkets, with the banks, and also with the price of gasoline when you fuel up your car. Personally, myself, I sold my car. I use Uber, but Uber, I even can consider Uber prices going up maybe 15% just in the last month here. So it's one of those things where you have to be a little bit careful, and you don't listen to the government, obviously. However, this has been done for a reason, and basically we're talking about Biden and his bullcrap. He can barely tie his own shoelaces, guys. And so you have to just trust your own intuition, trust other people. I would not be reading the fake news. I would not be trusting the fake news. They're in a lot of trouble. That's why they're not all this nonsense with the Queen and all that. They're going to have to eventually start admitting to, expect, in terms of that news, the Queen's health to dwindle more and more and more and more and more. And you're probably looking at her linguistic and her patterns, you're going to see her kick the bucket. So it will be a positive event. I know people will be sad, and the monarchs will be, oh, the woe me, this is terrible. But people need to realize that this has to happen. They are very evil and corrupt. And so, the people behind crypto are also evil and corrupt. But, if you can use their game and their system against them and you can profit from that, well, hell, all power to you. That's what we're doing. We've been doing it quite successful now for many years. People sort of think, oh, how do you do it? How do you cope with it? Well, this is just what we do. And while people are quitting their jobs with the vaccine mandates, our clients are quitting their jobs because, like, holy shit, like, I've made $20,000 in the last month. This is crazy, and why do I even need a job? So in the future, there's going to be many rewards for our clients. You don't have to join our newsletter. I do recommend that you do, because there may be a time coming when crypto, it's probably going to be too late to get into crypto. I've been planning this. I've been planning like military style plans for many, many years. I've had many, many people come to me from all walks of life. I have small mum and pop investors. I have teenagers. I have big banks. I have millionaires, billionaires, everything, guys. But it's been quite busy. So if you have sent an email to us, just, be patient. We will get to you. Our team has been working around the clock, and we've just been just trying to follow along with all these things. It was interesting to see that, Bitcoin, if I have a look on the charts right now, Bitcoin is still at 65,000. It's holding steady, but, there's a lot of things that are going to happen, I believe, going into the end of the year, probably, positive and negative. And, you have to realize that when we're talking about the blockchain infrastructure, blockchain communications, blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, digital currencies, Bitcoin, and all that sort of stuff, all that sort of fun stuff, that the normies really haven't woken up to it yet. So I do expect that that event is pending, but it's probably not going to happen in 2021. It's probably further on down the line. But a lot of people are still, with this this Bitcoin ETF that was going to become listed soon. I really think that, and the regulation as well. I think, like I said, I've been talking about it for a while, that short term, it's probably going to be a little bit like, it might be a little bit negative, and people might sort of be a little bit in shock. The prices might go down. But however, you just have to remember there's billions and billions and billions of dollars on the sideline The reason why these investors or these really big institutes do not want to get into crypto is because there isn't any regulation. So it's like this push pulling that's happening right now. And I believe that in the future, if there's billions of dollars to be put on crypto and regulations start coming in, well, then they don't have an excuse not to get in, if you know what I mean. So we're going to see a lot of big events coming. There's going to be a lot of people that, you know, big banks are already gone from, oh, this is a scam, to, oh crap, we need to get in. This is going to help our profits. And we had a stock market crash this year. The prices have recovered, and I believe that it was not the stock market crash we were predicting. I do believe it's just a warm up for something bigger coming. I'm not sure if we're going to see that this year. The fact that the stock market has really recovered, and there was really a lot of inflows that I saw after that, and I would probably put forward the idea that 2022 is probably going to be, a more important year for that event to happen. So we will continue to see what's going to happen going forward in the next 12 months or so. And I'm sure that we're probably going to get more warning signs as we go along. But I'm trying to work out a way where we can, put pre-warnings out, maybe to an email mailing list also, but just, basically there's a lot of things that probably, and pre-events that might have to happen before then. So in summing up, I just want to say that, thank you for being patient with me. There's been a lot of people messaging me. It's been very busy. And I think that when we're talking about investments and the way to do things, it's not really about money. It really is about your mindset and how you go about doing your daily chores and staying in a very positive mindset and getting your mind and mentality right before you even put 1 cent into any investments. It really is one of the trainings that I've been teaching, and the concepts that I've been teaching my members for many times. We have members who are, started off small. They've made $250,000, and we have other members that have made millions of dollars just from the information that we provide. And I know everyone's on different levels. You don't have to sign up to anything, but I do believe that the service that we're providing and the things that we are sharing with our members are probably not available anywhere else in the world. So it varies. It's a test to see if you want to part with your money to make more money, or it's just it's a test to see if you are ready to take things to the next level. And I don't, the thing is, I don't sort of recommend you do it if you don't have the capital available. Like if you have, $50 in your account, well, I don't really think this is for you. But if if you've been going well and you've saved a bit of money up and you're sort of thinking, oh, well, I'm not sure what to do with my money, crypto is one of the things you've wanted to be getting into, just shoot us an email and just say, hey, Chip, I want to get into this. How do I sign up? I will leave the link below for you, but I'm going to leave it here for now, guys. I have a meeting to attend, and it's going to be a pretty important one, and I'm going to share why with my members in about a week or so. All right, guys, that's about it from me today. Thanks again. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Please feel free to share it with your friends and family. And also, if you feel the need, the link below for our daily crypto blockchain Chatterbot newsletter is below. Click the link, join with your credit card, and we'll take care of the rest. Until then, I'll see you on the other side. Thanks again for listening to my voice today. Have a great day. Have a great week ahead, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Okay, peace.